So hello and welcome. Alloa versus East Fife. Just a little late start. Things are always rushed when you're the one-man team. But we are set up and streaming from Methil. Alloa unchanged 11 from their last one, the first one of Brian Rice's tenure. And again, it's set up in that 3-5-2. Well, let's maybe say 3-4-1-2 as Henderson dances on the ball. But the opponents today have plenty to play for. Alloa probably sitting pretty just now. Just 3 points for East Fife from safety. Dumbarton perilously dropping down the league. Not picking up any points and conceding goals. They've still got the better the goal difference than East Fife. Jude Smith in goals. Smashes that long. Dunnan does win the header. Nice early stuff from East Fife, driving into that right wing. I think last time we learned very well that East Fife kind of struggled to finish. Alloa managed to get the goal in what was a dire game. But then they sat in. But East Fife had the chances to win it. They only managed to convert one. It was a free kick in the end. Here it is, PG Morrison. Launching that long. Salmon with a flick on. Henderson's in behind the space out wide. He does play it to Salmon. He drags it back and I think well laid off. The tackle was well done as Salmon tried to roll it from right foot to left foot. Poor finish in the end. I will need to scale this. Our replays are... We've had to do slightly smaller quality just because our mobile signal that we're streaming off it is not quite there today. That's Taggart who wins the header. Does concede an East Fife throw in. So it's interesting, we've reverted to almost what we ended. No, I was saying Taggart is a wing back today, and I'm trying to tell whether we are playing a wide 3 or a 4. It's looking like a 4 at the minute. Taggart on the right and Craig Howie playing left back, which is interesting. Always comfortable on the ball, and you can certainly. Now there is a shout from Durnan. He gave away a penalty at the Indo drill. It was a very contested decision, not one that I think I would have given. But just there again, we've had Durnan knock a East Fife player, apparently in the head. It's Kel Connell up front for East Fife. They line up as it's looking like a 4-2-3-1, just a standard formation. Kel Connell up front is Sell, Danny in behind, Swanson and on the left. That's dinked up to Salmon. Again, he's not successful with the first one, but Robbo picks it up and Alloa, they like this possession. in this area. Howie switches the play. Taggart looking on the right. Plenty of movement for him. Crossing at the back post. It's beyond everyone. We collected by Mercer on that far side, I think it is. And well cut out by Howie, but can only give away a throw-in as he just nicks it away from Danny Denham's feet. Beautiful day in Methil, or Leaving, whatever one you want to classify this stadium as. Got a good view out to the beach, but it is always in shade and it's quite cold. I've got the fleece on, and there's a bit of calmness just now, just because we're so close to the sea. Or it's at the Forth, I guess. We had a bit of wind earlier that you could see from the goal kicks, but apart from that, it is an ideal day for football. It's Mercer looking for the pass inside. Big switch is cut out by Taggart. Ryan Blair. Surely offside for Swanson, yeah. Just a late flag from the assistant referee. And certainly it's the team who are in the relegation mire so far that have looked urgent, not carved anything of influence, but just Alloa with this positive formation that they seem to be doing. I'm going to call it the wide diamond. Scugo seems to be on the left, but we've got Howie, who is a centre back by trade, playing left back. Here he is coming over the halfway line. Henderson, just a little push in the back, but he still manages to get past two East Fife players. Just rolled beyond him. Dunnan, just safety first, knocks out for a throw-in. I don't think he had many options. Denham was covering in the pass back to the goalkeeper. And Finlay Pollock, the youngster on loan from Hearts there, trying to give the 1-2 to the thrower. It's not quite came off. We're waiting an age on this throw-in. Eventually it is the short one. It's well worked, and I think it'd be a harsh handball award, but we've seen them given so many times this season. Howie's hand definitely down by his left hand side as it was flicked up by Pollock. It was well worked throw-in. Nice little flick to open him up, and again Alloa cut open by the throw-in. It's poor though, it's straight at Howie. He drills his clearance, and the shot again leaves a lot to be desired. So far, 8 minutes in, East Fife having a lot of the territory. Alloa can probably look at that salmon one when Henderson's played them through. That's certainly their biggest chance of the game. Just a fluffed effort. Salmon couldn't quite get the dribble initiated. Morrison, bit of a dodgy kick. Did reach Scugo and he's flicked it on. Not the usual height you have from a goalkeeper's goal kick, and it's going to be launched wide. Plenty of time and space for Craig Howie to take. Dunnan. Taggart. It's quickly closed down by Ryan Blair. Just launches it for the flick on from Salmon. It is behind Colley. He'll calm it down, bring it back. Space for Taggart to run into. There's a foot from East Fife defenders just robbed Henderson. I don't think he was expecting that. That's Chris Higgins at the back, getting the vital touch. Watson, another youngster. Alloa breaking over the halfway line. Howie, he's left a lot of space to come unopposed. Kind of an awkward ball for Scoogall. He does retain the ball, gets it back to Robertson. Alloa probably going to look to spread the play. Howie, oh, great ball through. Finds Henderson, but what can he do? Nice and calm. Just probably picked a bit too ambitious a pass. It's cut out by East Fife, and they'll try to start an attack. It's instantly cut out by Robertson. Boyd, Henderson. Just a little foul. Boyd grabbing his opposite number, just about made it through there between the work of him and Henderson. Almost got caught up in each other's feet at the beginning, but Henderson just poking that through, and Boyd not quite been able to get on the end. A little bit of frustration maybe, just to pull back his man. It's launched long, turning, heads it up. That's it, tries to calm it down. He gets a little late kick. We're out with Howie though. Again, just awkward not having a left footer on that side. Howie always looking to come on his right. Graham. Alloa now getting their first calm touches of the game. Taggart. Nice and calm, back to Andy Graham, the Alloa captain. Finds a nice pass into Henderson, whose touch leaves a lot to be wanted. Just gets caught on his feet, and he's again robbed the possession, but Alloa somehow retain it. Scoogall, massive switch, pinpoint, straight to Taggart. The pass from Colley, not quite his pinpoint. It's going to put Andy Graham under a bit of pressure. Again, he's experienced head. Just fakes one way and then rolls it back to PJ Morrison. And Alloa give away possession, but they clear it up the field, and they can be nice and calm now and organised. Robertson. Howie. Again, looking down that line. Salmon running at the channel. He's going to win the corner if it goes. Cleared up the line well. Scoogall's going to harry, and he's gave a foul. East Fife. Scoogall coming in from the back. I judged to foul the East Fife man on that far side. Can't quite make out the number. So that's Finlay Pollock though with the blue. That's by certainly my regular commentator, Keir Mooney. Certainly had issues last time we were at East Fife. It's a very difficult strip to see numbers. But what a ball through, and it breaks for Henderson. Just as quickly as it breaks down. Scoogall surely wins the free kick, he does. Long punt forward. Just dallied a little, having a 360 towards his own goal, but steamrolled by the East Fife defender on the edge of his box. And it was a very similar position that East Fife managed their equaliser here. The challenge that day ended in a Craig Howie red card. Second yellow after a rash tackle. Boyd, Scoogall. Looks like it's Boyd. Off the wall, cleared. Alloa throw-in just in front of the dugout. Let's see if we can fix our replays. I'm going to need to do it. Yeah, I'll need to do it while it's playing. Nice interplay between Boyd and Salmon, and the ball in the middle just evades Henderson just behind him. Skugel tries to pick up on the far side, but he will concede the goal kick. Just a little intensity injected from Alloa. Just about finding dividends on the end on the edge of the East Fife box. Certainly in the last 5 minutes, the visitors have picked up. Graham. Bit of an awkward header. Taggart launches it into space, and again it's Howie on this left hand side who has the avenue to attack down. Alloa just going to calm it down, keep the ball. Colley, trying the loft over the top. It's going to be caught by Henderson. Deflected effort. Goes for an Alloa corner. But again, just that little bit of intensity from Alloa. Delivery into the middle. Again, it's maybe not falling for the right man. It's Craig Howie in there who's skied it. Yeah. Yeah, just his first touch, flicks it up instead of directing it goalwards. Colley. Safety first, launches it in the air, makes it an awkward one for Mercer. Colley does get the second ball, and here's Salmon. This is not an opportunity you want to be in. Salmon's penalised. 50-50 ball there, favouring the defenders. These Fife work it well out. Murdoch in the middle. Dink down the line, Kev Connell in his channel. His ball in the middle, easily cut out by Andy Graham. Fantastic touch from Skugel. He will win the free kick, the throw in for Alloa. Just trapped it perfectly, Andy Graham's clearance. Throw looking for Salmon. Skugel instantly trying to release Henderson down the line. It is cut out by East Fife. They'll come away on the left side, Leo Watson. And good foot in from Alloa. Danny Swanson robbed away by Robertson. Quickly taken throw in. Henderson wide to Taggart. His ball into the middle. Not for any Alloa men, and in behind Danny Denham's got the pace on Andy Graham. Both stack up, nice and easy. Durnan gets the clearance, gets it away. But again, great feet. And Swanson, it's a looping effort. But Morrison quickly determined that it was no threat to his own goal. And stood his ground. Let it hit the side netting. Kevin Colley playing it wide to Howie. Just if you missed anything there, it was just Alloa launching it along to Salmon. Does look like it's going to break down. It's a bit awkward, East Fife. I suppose they do find the out ball. Andy Graham, Robertson forced out wide. He launches it up the line. He can only knock it out the park, much to his frustration. It's aimed at Swanson. It's calling him who jump and neither get it. It does break for East Fife. Leo Watson just finds the foot in, and there's a push on the back of Taggart that will be penalised. Just relieves any pressure. Morrison aimed forward for Salmon, who gets the flick down. Kevin Colley again. East Fife are well organised. Stevie Crawford's men certainly had that. Had them well drilled since coming in. Kevin Colley linked out to the left. Howie. Oh, great area for that cross, trying to look for Salmon at the front post, just contested, and it can only head up straight in there. Asking a lot of Howie. He's just made it to keep it in. Howie. It's awkward. I love it. Bit loose. Robertson here's going to charge as the stand-in full-back. Connell. Oh, good flick in. Just beyond Danny Denham in the end. But Alloa will look to go quickly. Again, long ball for Salmon. He is always an excellent out ball. They win the throw-in. This advanced position, it's just in line with the 18-yard box. Plenty of wasp buzzing about that area. Who can Taggart find? It is Boyd. He's pushed out wide. Excellent at using his body though. Taggart struggling, just gets the break of the ball. Back to Boyd, who comes inside, and a bit of a team effort, and then nice easy take for Jude Smith. Think down the line, Andy Graham does win it as the shout comes from the Wampa Alloa fans. Howie again on that left side, lots of space. Henderson driving at pace towards the byline, cuts it in. It's cut out by East Fife in the clear. Well taken down by Robertson, and the siege will return. Alloa camped along that 18-yard line. It's a line of 7. Robertson. Colley. Durden. Good pressing from East Fife, forcing Alloa back all the way to their goalkeeper. Nice and calm though. And Alloa make it out of that press. Durden. Henderson makes it out again. It's a late one this time. Just a little bit of frustration at Alloa keeping the ball. I suppose it'll allow them another opportunity to try and pick out Salmon. Instead, they just go short for Durnan. And standing left back, receiving plenty of the ball. Dunnan's going to launch it out to the right back, who's pinned to this byline, sideline, sorry. He can't get the cross in from the byline, just lets it go for another throw in an advanced position for Alloa. Taggart into Salmon. Boyd flicking it up to make it awkward. Will be cleared pretty well. Held up by Connell. It's a fantastic challenge from Colley. Again, getting possession back for Alloa. Down on the right. Scott Taggart. Just not finding the angle to get the cross in. And there's nothing lost there as Kevin Colley loses his footing. I think he was maybe looking for the free kick. Just in the shade. Taggart, right back, crosses without getting to the byline. It's straight up in there, and Henderson's just a little laughter. Henderson header was straight up in there, easy enough for Jude Smith to take, if not for Salmon, who was right in his face. Maybe a little bit of words. Well won by Andy Graham, and the second challenge he makes well. Does break East Fife's way though. Connell up against Taggart, cuts inside, just running into Alloa bodies as Boyd makes the foot in. Looking a bit scarred. Well, Alloa looking a bit scant on this side of the park where both players on the right had pressed and been moved around. The crossing at the front post. It was multiple takers where I think Morrison wanted it to go straight to him, but Andy Graham knocked it away. Henderson just not finding much joy. Henderson just now. There's always a body in the way. Bit of consternation from Alloa that it's an East Fife throw-in. He launches it down the line. Andy Graham commanding, knocks it forward. Just launched in an area by Robertson. It's probably the best way to put it. East Fife launch it right back and got Andy Graham under a bit of pressure. He comes out with flying colours and the ball. Flick on by Salmon now. And just a final pass. Boyd there trying to play through Salmon, but he's just managed to put it through to Smith. Aerial pinball still ongoing. Eventually, well, I say Alloa were going to take it down. They're going to win the throw-in. Launched into Henderson. Doesn't win the header. Bounce doesn't break for him. We are back with Smith. And Mercer up the line. Pollock into the middle. It's well battled for in the middle there by Ryan Blair. Lee Watson. Try to square that for Mercer. Feints at the cross, comes inside the park. East Fife. Just escape the Alloa press. Almost looked like they run into trouble as Ryan Blair was running at Salmon, but he's done him there with a flick back towards the Alloa goal. Clever dink in behind. Cut back. It is offside. Just looked like Connell found a bit of space there. Just made his run a little too early. Half an hour gone. East Fife 0, Alloa 0. Don't think either side have forced their opposite keeper into any saves just yet. Stephen Boyd plays it into Henderson, whose pass is hopeful more than anything. Does come back out to Taggart. Overhits the cross. I think Salmon will collect it over on that far side. Scugo will win the foul. And this is a good opportunity for a cross. Just in front of that corner flag. Scugo and Boyd over it. Looks like Boyd and swinging is the favourite to take, and it is in an awkward area, headed up in the air by the first East Fife defender. Just done and shielding it out. A wise decision. Alba will get the corner. And another chance to deliver. This time the opposite man, it's Scugo, to deliver. Getting it in, swinging across, looking for the big men in. I think it's interesting how he's sitting on the front post, just being awkward to man. Jude Smith again, challenged by Salmon. There's a running battle going on there. It's not one that Jude Smith will enjoy, I imagine. Again, Dunnan's header, just one that was up in the air, easy enough for the goalkeeper to claim, and Salmon's came in. Just gave him a wee body check. East Fife goalie sending it long. Flick on. Collected by Taggart and cleared away. Shouts for Robertson, who had his hands on the back of the East Fife player, to be fair. East Fife is playing just inside the Alloa half. That's a strange one from Mercer, who just rolls it straight to Howie. Salmon again, great hold up play. I think Alloa going to keep going even though there was a foul on Henderson. Boyd. Just getting the ball caught in his feet. You wonder whether taking that foul would have been better. It's again Alloa, who are down on numbers at the back. Quickly they file in now, so maybe but the threat's gone. East Fife slowing it down and knocking it in behind. There's no flag. Hand up from Andy Graham to indicate that it was. Awkward clearance as well. Howie up against Finlay Pollock. And it's well done from Boyd. And it's well done from Henderson. The both of them combining there. Winning the second balls. Just a well placed foot from Kieran Miller over there. He switches the play. Down onto the left. Watson. Ryan Blair. Miller. using the space well, East Fife. They've pushed Alloa back into their own third. Mercer again chops inside. Delivery's poor. Straight at Dunnan. And boy just about does enough. He knocks it back to Taggart, who makes the clearance. But again, Alloa on the back foot. East Fife so far. I think slightly more dangerous. Just Alloa's creation in the final third. There's the pass through again. Henderson not having the touch, and that's been the story of Alloa's attack so far. From the Pollock is met by a strong challenge from Howie, who knocks it for a throw in just about the halfway line. Ten minutes from the break. Not an awful lot of goal action. Howie won it well with the slide tackle, but almost gives it away as yeah, that's awkward as well. Alloa just shooting themselves in the foot. They've done it a few times in this game. That's how he made an excellent challenge and then was short, and that's Chris Higgins sweeping up over it. What was a dangerous moment, and here it is, Salmon in behind again, just can't pick out Henderson. Space for him in the middle. Just a bit of frustration from the Alloa support. Again, it's just the single pass that will open up the final third for Alloa that's lacking. Colley to Taggart. He finds Henderson in a bit of space and he'll drive it wide for Skugel. Howie on the overlap. Henderson again forced back towards his own goal. Too many turns in there. Pirouettes towards Howie and then knocks it straight out of the park. Mercer with not many targets. Kieran Miller in the end will get the knockdown for him, but he knocks up that line and Howie's easily cut it out against Danny Denham. Robertson's came over the top of Denham and he's won the ball. And Kevin Colley again, he wins the ball with his tackle. Again, just a bit of slackness that's flicked into the middle. Andy Graham making a good challenge. It's going to be knocked in behind again. PJ Morrison, he's not had an awful lot to do, but I'm sure he'll not be happy watching it. Skugel, he's driving at speed. There's just a push in the back. It knocks Skugel just off his run. Ball just gets caught on his feet and the attack breaks down again from Alloa. It's been brittle so far. There's a foul somewhere in there. I'm not sure who it was on. The referee penalising Ryan Blair then. I assume that was for. So Chilwell rolling in. It's Morrison knocks it up for Salmon again. And well done from Robertson, they win it back. Taggart plays it up the line. Colley here now with the ball. slip wide for Skugel. Again, Henderson tries to flick the ball, I assume through the East Fife player's legs. Breaks down. And Finlay Pollock wins the foul off Kevin Colley there. So he does the defensive work on the left side of the park. Again, Alloa just struggling. Another wee late challenge from Skugel. The referee, he's not happy. This might be the first yellow of the game. I think he's going to get a talking to it. Just a little cross run. Don't think there was any malicious intent from Skugel. Oh, an awkward one, Henderson prowling short, but the pass is given away, and Skugel not moving the ball quickly enough there. There's not really a lot of options. Alloa, a bit of desperation. Tiger missed the ball completely. Decided to go straight through Leo Watson instead of letting him get any opportunity to advance in the space that he just vacated. Launched forward, Skugel gets the head on. Henderson's quick as well. He'll pick up the again, just another foot in. Finlay Pollock there nicking it away from Henderson. Alloa have been poor on the ball so far today. The amount of unforced errors and just dallying on it. Somehow Salmon's managed to keep that in. He's strong front ball. That's incensed the Alloa bench. Boyd winning that ball back cleanly in their eyes, but he's a flick over. Andy Graham deals with it. It's like watching tennis. It's getting flicked over the Alloa defence's heads and then back through. Henderson, he's got this whole channel and comes inside, drives it at goal. Jude Smith makes the save, but there's a bit of feigning from Alloa finally. 42 minutes in. Backing in is the claim from Andy Graham. But it is breaking for East Fife. And there'll be a one corner. The back heel from Connell, probably the only thing could do in the circumstances. So that's worked out well for East Fife. Oh, sorry, it is a throw-in, I think, down by this. Down by the corner flag. Ryan Blair. Snipped away by Kevin Colley. And in combination, Kevin Colley and Robertson won the throw-in. Taggart. Launches up the line. Salmon looking for the flick on. It doesn't quite get it. Does work its way back to the right back, who launches it straight out in the park. Leo Watson will be back there. Ooh. That's it. Stars of the view from the terrace feature a couple of weeks ago for Park Corner. We're beaten today by the Alloa supporters. That's it, unless Henderson finds himself through on goal. No, again it breaks down. Another opportunity for Alloa when they're in behind. But what I was saying is Alloa inflicted the first defeat on Fir Park Corner, who are nominally the Motherwell supporters. That's it, I've been kicked off the park. I'm feeling more and more ready for my bed as Alloa just struggle to set this game alight with a first goal. They've made hard work of it so far. Skugel trying to introduce a bit of drive. Again, another hit from Henderson from range. This one scuffed into the ground, always wide, the Jude Smith's goal. It's not been a half of many stoppages. We don't imagine that that'll be much extra time, if at all any. That's the stroke of 45 minutes just there. And right enough, we have half time. East 5-0, Alloa 0. And not an awful lot to report so far. We'll leave you the highlights of the first half and see you after the break. Just back for the second half. Alloa starting with some desire, knocking it long, putting East Fife under pressure. Taggart crossing again. It's a bit overhit. It's going to be collected, scooped away on the far side in the end. Got East Fife pinned back on the edge of their own 18-yard box. Taggart not quite finding the crossing angle. I'll fix my headphones in just a second as Robertson overhits that. Just let it run as well for East Fife. Just looking at the teams. No changes for either team. And thrown up the line. It's pinball off those midfielders. The chances in the first half, if you sat and watched the highlights, didn't get much better the second time around. Alloa have been poor in the final third. Not a result that changes anything. I think East Fife, they know they need wins. Speaking before to the East Fife TV guys, they were looking at it, even if it's a draw and even if Dumbarton don't make up any points, just the fact that they're under the gun, they're worried about just 5 games remaining after this. It's not a day for goals though so far in the first halves. Just 2 goals in League One. I did notice it was Airdrieonians who lead against the leaders, Cove Rangers, which has been touted as match of the day. Certainly with no Premiership, it's got a better shout than any of the Championship games. That ball through, cut out by Taggart. And the other goal is Peterhead winning 1-0, which also has a big impact in the relegation battle. Peterhead, I think, would pull away from that relegation playoff place. Still a lot of football to be played, but would be an interesting result as well. Just you can have a little laugh at Falkirk, which seems to be a regular pastime just now. Salmon fails to get the flick on. East Fife. Full air swing, gives the ball away. But Henderson, he's just he's just got out. Does break again for Alloa, and Kevin Colley across that far side wins the foul. Chance to deliver it into the box, and we'll see if Alloa can carve anything in terms of openings here. Scugo to deliver. Get the in swinger just as they would on any corner. Scugo delivering in. It's decent towards Howie. Plenty of pace on it, but it is an East Fife head who knocks it clear. Taggart sends it back into the mixer. And Salmon tries to head it in behind, and that's probably as hard a save as Jude Smith's had to make all game. Stuart Murdoch firing it firmly at his goalkeeper. Not say too hard, but firmly. And Robertson's ball's just going to hold up. Just looked like it would hold up. It does roll through to Smith in the end. He'll hoof it into the air. A lot of height. Does break for Mercer. Scugo's put a foot in there. Managed to knock it out for the throw in. Mercer. Alloa getting the vital foot in this time. Dunnan and then Robertson making two clearances. Boyd uses his body well. He's just body checked and or maybe knee checked. A bit of a sore one for the Alloa attacker. Take his time to get to his feet. Dunnan takes it short to Scugo. Up the line. Taggart again sends it further for Henderson. Inside Scugo. Just another foot in, just deflects that pass wide of its mark, and Howie again on his weak foot and his weak side. Just knocks it straight out the mark, and Mercer will have the throw in. Up that line, straight to Robertson, who can only head it to an East Fife player. Dunnan shields his man, knocks him straight off the park, and turns the other way. Launches it at Salmon, nice chest down. Again, the touch from Henderson, it's frustrating. He's frustrated, we're frustrated watching it. Whenever we get into these situations in the final third, they find themselves lacking. That pass there, not the best. As East Fife knock it straight out for PG Morrison for him to take this goal kick. How he taking it short has not really worked out as he tries the crossfield ball to Taggart, but that didn't have the necessary pace to reach the right back. East Fife's throwing on the left, Watson. Andy Graham had more time. I suppose nothing gained there as it's fired straight back into that corner, and Andy just knocks it straight back into the air. Dunnan's foot in. Scugo clearing it up to Boyd. Colley heads it down. It just can't get control of the ball until Andy Graham comes to claim it. And He strokes it through a bunch of East Fife midfielders, aiming for Boyd. It's just behind him. He can't control it. And again, we go for another East Fife throw-in across that far side. Launched up the line. Danny Denham again will play into the area just to make it awkward for Taggart. Bit of space now for Mercer. Marauding down this right hand side. He goes for the shot. It'll curl back into Durnan, who knocks it away for the throw in. Maybe a bit unlucky not to win the corner. East Fife fans, certainly Boyd, by that move forward. Again, Durnan nice in command and wins the ball back, knocks it forward to Salmon. Salmon needs to open it up and play it wide. He does. Taggart. Henderson cuts back inside of the park. Just every avenue for Henderson blocked out there. How he eventually making the run forward. Does receive the ball though. Launches it in right footed, aimed for Henderson. It's not the ball he wants. It's a floaty delivery, nice and easy for the East Fife defender to win. Durnan's in a race against Denham. And Durnan just knocks it back to PJ Morrison. Again, cams it down, sends it to Robertson. And Alloa come out with the ball. Foul on Mercer there, I think it was. But a gaping hole for Alloa in quick reactions from PJ Morrison. He just comes, claims it, smothers any danger. The long ball back down. It's not been the best forward day for Henderson. The foot in from Robertson, and Durnan's got to do a lot here. Again, another contentious decision. I imagine these Fife fans down there will be shouting for it. Durnan certainly came across and put an arm across his man. But whether he was hauled to the ground or he pushed the East Fife man down, that'll be the bone of contention. As it was, the referee gave Neil foul. Alloa playing in behind to Boyd, but again having to cut back towards his own goal. A left-footed shot into the car park. Just a bit disappointing. Certainly could have squared it to Skugel there, which is what I was expecting him to do. Instead opted to go for the shot himself. And not a great one. Certainly won't make the highlights at the end. You'll see the clip of it right enough in the full highlights, but once I cut it out later, it'll be gone from history. I'm sure Stephen Boyd will appreciate that. It's three Alloa players warming up. Ben Armour's one of them. Adam King and McKeever. There's two players down. Like Kevin Colley, who was rolling about. He doesn't tend to react to nothing. Squared to Mercer. That's an awkward one. It's Kieran Miller who, no, sorry, Danny Swanson it was, who with the loose pass. And Durnan with a push on Connell. And we go back to that previous incident. I think Kevin Colley's going to be, he gets a yellow card. I missed that entirely, I was too busy. First yellow of the game though. I assume it was for the... He must have high foot up. Just that previous incident. He's no one for dissent, Collie. East Fife to deliver. Searching ball long. Andy Graham again in there. Wins it well. East Fife left. Just marshalled by Taggart there. The winner throw. Again, just in line with the 18-yard box. Breaks down. Boyd will come away with it. He's caught late. He's done well. Just as well, because his pass left a lot to be wanted. But this might be a bit of a more serious one. McKeever will be the first substitution for Alloa. And Connor Salmon here trotting off. 30 minutes for McKeever to make an impact. Certainly so far. Connor Salmon, bit anonymous, just his opportunity very early in the game. Probably the golden opportunity for Alloa. Just couldn't get the ball out of his feet, and then when he did finally get the shot off, it was a poor one. We will have PJ Morrison launching it long. Aiming for that right hand side of the park. So well, McKeever down to Henderson. Smash your bodies, and Kevin Colley gets the Alloa goal. It was the clean, but 71 goals for Kevin Colley. And Alloa have the lead. Launched long by Morrison. Good flick on into a dangerous area. Henderson holds up, gets the runners beyond him. Boyd with a last ditch sliding cross. Managed just about to find Colley, who trapped it and just toe poked home. Yeah. I'll replay. But there, pressure off from Alloa now, and East Fife need a big reaction. They'll lose more ground on Dumbarton. It's going to be stretching to 4 points if the scores remain the same. Still 0-0 over there against Montrose today. Again, no other goal scorers in the league. It's still Peterhead 1, Falkirk 0, and perhaps most importantly for the title race, Airdrieonians 1, Cove Rangers 0. East Fife chipping it up that line. Robertson's in behind to cover, and he launches it back down the line. Kevin Colley, a nice spin. The pass is lacking though. Straight to Mercer. Just held up before it could make it to Howie. Delivery into the middle. Andy Graham seemed to let Connell have a strike, have a free header at it, and A shot at the back post from Danny Denham's poor. I do notice number 15, Jamie Semple, is on. Finlay Pollock's away at the far side. Or is that Watson? Looking for the blue boots now. No, Finlay Pollock is off. It's a little change from East Fife. Taggart. Colley. Shot one to Robertson. Again, Colley in space. Chipped into that area for McKeever to knock down to Henderson, and Skugel. It's like a crisp packet in the wind. He finds his way through. He goes down. Penalty. I think just that, a foot on his heel. He is really a nightmare, Skugel. As soon as he gets any momentum, he was absolutely gone. It's going to be Skugel to step up as well. This one might be taken quickly. I might have to cut back. Yeah, just a touch in the back. Stefan Skugel. Into the bottom corner. Alloa 2, East Fife 0. Not much you can say about it. Just good power, good placement. And Jude Smith's bottom left. And Stefan Skugel picks up what is a rare goal for him. He's not really a goal scorer, often assists. Very rarely gets on the score sheet. He was man of match last week, as voted for by the sponsors. Just as it so often is, it's Kevin Colley and Stefan Skugel, the two wee men who are at the peak of all of Alloa's creative abilities. Adam King is stripped on the sideline now. It might be Kevin Colley just coming off. That's a standing ovation from the Alloa fans. Alloa completely comfortable now in this game, and Adam King's on just to see things out. Certainly not as an attacking player as Kevin Colley, more of a centre mid. Oh, and here it breaks down. McKeever wide to Boyd. Cuts into trouble. Breaks down. And I don't know what's going on there. Craig Howie had mounted his opposite number. Oh, what a touch. Deft touch from Henderson as he drives inside, cuts it back. Oh, they're lining up for Alloa. I'm not even sure. McKeever in the middle there. Adam King had rolled in for the first one. We'll need to look at the replay for exactly who that was. Adam King came steaming and smashed it straight at McKeever. He turned and tried to poke it home, but could only find Jude Smith's legs. The space is opening up now as the... Oh, I tell you what, dive. Interesting. I'd want to see that one too, but the precedence comes with this touch up the lines. He's ploughed into Stephen Boyd in the middle just for this last one. The Alloa fans scream cheat. So what do you think Alloa advertised? I've not got the replay, but Kieran, do you think that was a penalty? Yes or no? Would you give him a penalty? He's no answering me now. Certainly one that we'll see again in the highlights tonight. Yeah, certainly from our angle, it looked. I think it's one of them where Boyd doesn't move off the spot, but I mean, big impact, and you think could have been given. I've seen worse penalty decisions. Oh, this is awkward. Why are we not? I hope nothing happens now because I can't quite control the gimbal. There we go. And just in time as Adam King is released on the right hand side and in the middle. Oh, it's scuffed into the ground by Henderson. He sends it well over. It was just knocked up that right hand side by Skugel. King's done as much as they can. In the end, you have to say that's Henderson who really should be getting a better contact in it and working the goalkeeper. A couple of glorious opportunities for Alloa now to go 3-0 up. Certainly the Wasps smell blood. Away, just heads it wide. Runs the ball back well there as well. Launch forward, McKeever won't get there. Smith. Headed down. King. On the floor for McKeever. It's a long shift for East Fife now. 2-0 down. Less than 20 minutes of normal time remaining. Big ask for them to bring themselves into this game. As it stands, they'll go 4 points behind Dumbarton at the bottom of the league. Time quickly escaping for them. They've done well to drag themselves back into contention, but I think it might prove too much. This one might be the nail in the coffin. Certainly be a few shouts for the penalties in this game. Just too far. Skugel trying to deftly touch that onto the byline. Henderson, not enough pace to catch it before it went out the park. Smith under pressure from King, hooks it wide. Howie wins a header. Robertson. Again, Skugel in space. Across to King. King lines up for the strike. It's always rising. It's a little dip at the end of it that made it look better, but King's effort always over the bar. The goal kick from Smith has been knocked on and into a dangerous area. Kirkconnell taking his men on. Andy Graham sweeps the ball away. East Fife. It was a good situation there. He just couldn't carve the right opening, but another dangerous delivery into the box. I suppose well dealt with by Alloa. Boyd with I suppose a bit of a high foot. Yep, penalised in the end. It will be an East Fife free kick. I think that was fair enough. There'll be a few shouts from Alloa, but fair enough in the end. And substitution, East Fife, Jack Healy, the man to come on. Leo Watson coming off now. And that's it, we're 25 minutes into the half and my hot chocolate has finally cooled down. But the game certainly been on fire, and Danny Denham doing some good defensive work. He's managed to clear that East Fife effort. Nothing to lose now for East Fife. They try and launch it in. Can only find Durnan. It's flicked in behind. There's plenty of space for Henderson to exploit now. Hurdles a couple challenges. He's got men ahead. East Fife are getting back into numbers now. Oh, and deflected. But Ewan Henderson, he's not even celebrating that one. Absolute fluke. Alloa 3, East Fife 0. Result beyond any doubt. Two seconds. I'm looking, just seeing who it comes off. No, I think it's whoever's out here. I think it's just, and there's no enough resolution on the replay because I'm streaming at a lower resolution. I can't quite tell. It did come off someone for East Fife. That's it. They opt a man beside me. Can't help him though, unfortunately. An East Fife deflection. My guess is Keith Miller. Oh. That's my guess, because it's black boots, so it's no Blair. Oh. And that, I dropped my headphones, and what was a nice and easy pass back to Smith almost turned into farce because he tried to Cruyff turn Henderson, and Henderson's managed to smash it straight back. This again spares his blushes because it's not one I caught on camera. In fact, I do have a camera, but you'll not see it on the live stream, so it'll be in the highlights later. That was a late one on Skugel. Yellow card for Swanson. I'm just going to investigate again, see if I can pick out who it was. I think it's Kieran Miller it comes off with. But we have Danny Denham coming off the field. O'Donnell and Niang are introduced. Boyd and Skugel are off now. Job done for them. And double sub as well. That's Liam Newton and Michael Cunningham, both youngsters. Well, Alloa, I suppose, bring on their own youngster in O'Donnell. Henderson. Oh, he's a nightmare. He's driven into the box and he smells goals. He manages to win the corner in the end as it pinballs off the East Fife defenders. Just the pace shown again from the all-known Hearts man. I'll be gifting him that goal. I think I'll be looking to give that as an OG. That'll be putting that down as Henderson's 13th Alloa goal. King delivers it. Decent area just on the edge of that 6-yard box. It's flicked on. Wouldn't have said it came off an Alloa head, but here we are. East Fife get the goal kick. They survive another Alloa attack. Andy Graham up for that one. Doesn't win it cleanly, but does enough to knock it back to Durnan, and then McKeever's all over. Murdoch at the back for East Fife. Boyd and Skugel are off for Niang and O'Donnell. Boyd and Skugel, so 11 and 12. So I'll keep the BBC right as well. Alloa sailing to the win now, 3-0. Graham knocking that in behind. Nian expecting it to come in behind, was a bit forlorn. It's knocked forward. Durnan's got to be alert and knock out the field. He's going to win a throw-in as well. He's just doing the usual when you've taken a wee knock. He's having a wee bounce about on his foot. I'm sure he'll appreciate that later. King knocks it out the park before it goes up the line. East Fife are going to take the throw. Definitely a bit of a struggle for them now. It's McKeever's awkward. And Jude Smith is, you can see his confidence is a bit shot. Again, it's an awkward clearance. Henderson, though, is robbed of the ball, and nice footwork by Jack Keeley. Kieran Miller pinging it wide. Ryan Blair down on the left side now. Launched it for is that Connell up there. It's very difficult to tell the East Fife numbers. Just an unfortunate side effect of their checked shirts. Taggart's down. Back on the Alloa side of the half. I think he's going to be fine. It's just going to be a bit of a knock. Eventually we will get this East Fife throw-in taken. Taggart's back on his feet. He's holding his groin, his hip. With a thigh. Durnan knocks it up the line with the head. East Fife quickly taking throw in. Ryan Blair launching that. How he's on walkabout. Plays in. Henderson driving into the box. He has to go wide. He passes it inside. It's well cut out by the East Fife defence, and then, but again, Alloa finding the space in behind. It was all just came from Howie gambling, making a rare run forward, and Taggart is under some trouble now. It's going to be seen by the physio, Stuart Finn. Very rarely injured Taggart. It's not that long ago he was making an unbelievable consecutive starts for the Alloa team. So if he's down, it is something serious. It is going to be Ryan Blair on the far side to take the throw. There wins the free kick. It's no the most convincing, I'll say. The referee maybe a bit charitable with Alloa 3-0 in the lead. Connell manages to win it under pressure from King. Can only knock it for a BJ Morrison goal kick. Alloa deal with any danger nice and easy, and the frustration getting in from East Fife. I think you can see Durnan gesturing. Say maybe just go off. Yeah, and Taggart is off the park. He's done. Just walked off at the sideline. Adam King's going to come in and slot in that place. That's a worrying win. Alloa might be convincing winners, but losing such a important player as Scott Taggart. It's a stalwart on the right hand side. Just puts a little cloud over today's performance. Mercer. Murdoch on the far side. Jack Healy. How he gets the footing, but it does break for Healy. Doesn't set his shell correctly. His right foot's a mile away from it. Always rising high and wide. 517 the official attendance for East Fife. Taggart eventually makes it to the side of the half. He's not going to be replaced. I think Alloa have made all their available substitutions. You only get 3 opportunities to bring on your subs, or 3 stoppages in play. Andy Graham launching it for McKeever. Will be a throw in. Adam King will take his time. Minutes remaining. Throw to McKeever, headed straight up into the air. The two of them up front, McKeever and Henderson, are a nuisance. Just about wins the throw, and it is awarded to East Fife in the end. Mercer bringing the ball up. Swept wide. Blair. Left-footed ball cut out by Andy Graham. And McKeever just launches it back into the East Fife half. It's job done now. Doesn't need anything fancy. Gives the ball back to East Fife, but just sends them another 30 yards back and turns them towards their own goal. Always a demoralising situation. There's a push on the back by Henderson. East Fife not really messing around. Miller wide. It's Murdoch. It's actually a really nice ball. I just went for a goal kick before Blair could get his left foot to hook it back in. Into the 90 minutes now. Just whatever is added by the referee. We take a spectacular collapse at this point. Henderson goes long. I think he maybe should have tried to play it to Cammy O'Donnell if we were going for min-max and trying to get Alloa back into a positive goal difference. It's good tackling from O'Donnell. As it is his effort at Jude Smith's. It was nice and simple for the East Fife goalkeeper. Mercer back inside to Miller, looking for that long crossfield ball out towards Ryan Blair. Murdoch. Newton. Blair. He picks out his East Fife man in the middle. There's a big group of bodies. I think that was Liam Newton running. Again, there's two white boots in there. I think Liam Newton's the one in the box to take the corner anyway and threw it in. Again, another interesting ball in. Morrison, who's had not an awful lot to do today, just keeping himself on his toes, coming out quickly to that, grabbing it well. He's sure to have a clean sheet now. 92 minutes, launched in the air. Just a bit too far, straight through to Jude Smith. Nice Fife again. I'll see what they can make in the final third. Nice turn by Cunningham. Swanson's running wide. Held it. Every endeavour forward by O'Donnell. Higgins. Murdoch can only his effort off. Look at the pace of Henderson. It is scooped away. Kieran Miller making a vital tackle. And that is 93 minutes. Alloa 3, East Fife 0. Goals in the end from Skugel, from Colley first of all, and Skugel's penalty. And then I'm going to give it as well to Henderson for his 13th Alloa goal of the season. It's one that travelling supporters have enjoyed. There's quite a few of them today. But not much to say about that. I think Alloa's season's over. It's just about the excitement we can bring up